It's easy to get addicted to technology, yet you don't have to be. You can break free. Most people don't realize they're in a daily cycle of stimulation, reaction, and distraction until they look up and notice how fragmented their attention has become. You don't need a new personality to fix this. You need a structure. If this resonates already, comment. Hunter. We all know technology in the wrong relationship becomes a problem. People check their phones constantly, not because they're weak, but because the system is designed to win. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Every time you just quickly check an app, you're stepping into a machine built by engineers, executives, and entire teams whose job is to keep you there. Your phone is not neutral. Many apps are built like slot machines. Variable rewards, endless scrolling, infinite novelty. And the house always profits from your attention. Stoicism and digital minimalism give you a way out. Not by dreaming about perfect discipline, but by making discipline practical. The core idea is simple. Your life is precious, your time is scarce, and your attention is the steering wheel. If you can't control your attention, you don't control your days. Strategy 1. Use the device against itself. Most people think the solution is to lock the phone in another room and run away from temptation. But the first move is the opposite. Bring it in. Look directly at your usage. Use the monitoring tools on your device to expose the truth. Track your daily screen time and app time. Pick the apps that hijack you the most and set a hard ceiling. Start small and enforce it daily. Many people cut hours down to under 1 hour just by measuring honestly and refusing to negotiate with the number. This is exactly how disciplined trading works. Before you ever fix execution, you track behavior. You don't guess, you journal. You measure. Screen time is your behavior journal. If you're not measuring, you're not managing, you're hoping. If you've ever told yourself, I'm in control, while your usage says otherwise, hit like if it's you. Strategy 2. Run a real ban, not a fantasy plan. Try a device fast, a few hours at least, or 24 to 48 hours if you can. Not to prove something, to learn something. When you remove the phone, you'll feel discomfort, restlessness, boredom, a pull. That pull is the point. It shows you where the dependence lives. Most people call that feeling, I need to check something. But what it really is withdrawal from stimulation. Modern life makes total escape unrealistic. You need a phone for work, relationships, logistics. That's why the goal isn't total purity. The goal is intentionality. Digital minimalism is cut the clutter, keep the necessities. Most people are digital maximalists. Notifications, apps, emails, endless pings. Your attention gets auctioned off all day, then you wonder why you can't focus at night. In trading terms, this is like leaving 10 indicators on, 5 time frames open, and Twitter screaming in the background, then blaming the market for your lack of clarity. Clean inputs create clean decisions. Strategy 3. Train boredom like a muscle. A dopamine detox is really a problem of too much stimulation. We reach for the phone to soothe boredom, but boredom, small doses of it, is actually good. It surfaces thoughts you've been drowning out. It forces your mind to synthesize. The next time you finish work and feel that urge to scroll, don't obey immediately. Say, I'm bored, and that's okay. There are no permanent consequences to being bored. At worst, it's an unpleasant sensation. But Stoicism is about overcoming the tyranny of sensations. Your great-grandparents didn't get updates every 15 minutes, and they were fine. Whatever is happening online can wait. Social media isn't your mission. It's a marketplace for attention, and if you keep buying the product, you'll keep paying with your focus. If you're serious about reclaiming your mind, comment, Hunter. Strategy 4. Admit the relationship is yours to own. Your devices aren't alive. They don't have feelings. Your phone doesn't care if you pick it up, and your TV doesn't care if you turn it off. You bring the intelligence. You decide the rules. The hard part is this. Sometimes you choose on your terms, but you don't notice those are your terms. You tell yourself the phone made you scroll for 5 hours, but it didn't pilot your hands. You did. And if you chose it, you can choose differently. Ask a sharper question. What is the device replacing? What urge is underneath the behavior? Loneliness? Stress relief? A need for competition? A need for conversation? If it's loneliness, build a real-world solution. Local groups, sports clubs, events, in-person time. If it's competition, find it in something that strengthens you instead of draining you. This is also trading psychology. A lot of impulsive trading is not strategy, it's emotional substitution. People click for stimulation, to feel control, to escape boredom, to avoid silence. The market becomes a dopamine dispenser. And just like the phone, it's designed to reward your impulse briefly and punish it later. Hit like if it's you, if you've ever used scrolling or just one more check as stress relief. Strategy 5. Streamline your digital environment. With fewer distractions, it becomes easier to focus. Identify what's taking too much of your time and trim it. Uninstall time wasters. Cancel what you don't need. Reduce the number of devices competing for your attention. If you have a phone, laptop, tablet, and multiple entertainment devices all within reach, you're living inside a temptation stack. Simplify it. You chose to bring these into your life, which means you can choose to remove them. Think about it like risk management. You don't try harder to avoid a bad trade if you can remove the trigger. You reduce exposure. You reduce opportunity for error. You do the same here. Strategy 6. Get organized physically and digitally. Things get out of control when you're not organized. Clutter increases stress, and stress increases avoidance behaviors. Many people live in a messy environment they don't enjoy being in, so they escape into their phone. Clean up your space, and you reduce the impulse to run away. Delete unnecessary files. Remove unused apps. Put the phone somewhere it isn't always within reach. Design your environment so focus is the default, not the fight. Strategy 7. Start small and build consistently. Don't aim for perfection, aim for consistency. Start with one small step. Unsubscribe from junk newsletters. Delete apps you don't need. Set limits for the worst offenders. Build in short, daily phone-free blocks. Then decide what you'll fill reclaimed time with. Social time, fitness, skill building, money-making, rest, your choice. But choose consciously and accept this. You won't win every battle. If you've used devices for 5 hours a day, it will be hard to go to one. So start with progress. If you fall off and find yourself mindlessly scrolling at 2 a.m., go to sleep. The next day, get right back on it. Improvement counts, effort counts, commitment counts. This is the same mindset as becoming a consistent trader. You don't build mastery by never making mistakes. You build it by correcting quickly, returning to structure, and refusing to spiral. Your edge is not never falling. Your edge is how fast you recover your discipline. If you're done letting devices or impulses steer your life, comment, Hunter, and hit like if it's you, if you know you've been giving away hours and calling it normal. Thank you for listening. If you got value from this, subscribe for the next one.